If you're concerned about getting older, the lines around your eyes, the dip in your energy, or that feeling that your mind just isn't as sharp as it used to be, you are not alone. And you've almost certainly heard the whispers about a simple, almost magical solution. Green tea. It's a story you see everywhere. People who claim to have found a true fountain of youth in their teacup, saying they've smoothed their skin and regained the vitality of their younger years. But in a world overflowing with anti-aging hype, I have to ask the question I ask about everything. What does the science actually say? Can an ancient beverage really protect your body from the effects of time? Or are these just hopeful stories, powered by wishful thinking? Today, we're going to put these claims to the test. We'll look at the powerful personal stories, but then we're going to compare them to the cold, hard, scientific facts. We'll break down what's happening in your body at a molecular level when you drink it. The question is, can a daily cup of green tea genuinely protect your skin, shield your brain, and add healthy years to your life? The answer is more complex and, frankly, more fascinating than a simple yes or no. Let's get into it. The search for a long and healthy life is a fundamental human desire. I see it in my patients every single day, and in our modern age, that ancient quest has found a popular new hero, green tea. The stories you hear are incredibly compelling because they speak directly to that desire. You see high-profile stories from the world of biohacking, from people who claim to have slowed their biological age significantly through intense discipline, and what's almost always a key part of their daily routine, green tea. They talk about a clean energy, a feeling of cellular health, and a simple ritual that anchors their journey. Their stories are powerful because they make a complex goal seem achievable, with green tea as this simple, accessible key. But it's not just the famous biohackers. You can find thousands of these stories in wellness forums and social media groups. Anonymous voices sharing personal transformations that sound almost too good to be true. I started drinking 3 cups of sencha a day, one person writes, and the redness in my skin that I've had for years, it's gone. I have a glow I haven't seen since my 20s. Another might post, I've replaced my afternoon coffee with matcha, and my brain fog has lifted. I feel sharper, more focused, and honestly, I just feel younger. These stories are filled with words like vibrant, clear, and energetic. They talk about fine lines softening and a sense of well-being they tie directly to their tea habit. These online communities reinforce each other's experiences, building a powerful, collective belief around the tea's power. And of course, the beauty industry has taken notice. Store shelves are packed with serums, creams, and masks, all promising to deliver the anti-aging benefits of green tea directly to your skin. The marketing perfectly translates the personal stories into a billion-dollar promise in a bottle. These narratives, from the well-known expert to the anonymous user, create an alluring picture. They offer a simple, natural solution to one of our deepest fears. But this is where, as a professional, I have to pause and ask a critical question. Are these stories the whole truth? When someone starts a daily green tea ritual because they believe it will make them younger, they often adopt other healthy habits. They might drink more water, eat better, or get more sleep. Then there's the placebo effect, one of the most potent forces in medicine. If you truly believe something will work, your brain can trigger real physiological changes. You might genuinely feel more energetic simply because you expect to. The stories are inspiring, no question. But are they just stories, or is there something measurable, something real, happening inside their cells with every cup? To find out, we need to leave the world of anecdote and enter the laboratory. It's time to put the story under the microscope. The stories are powerful, but science demands proof. And when we look at the research on green tea, we find that those stories, while maybe a little exaggerated, are standing on a remarkably solid foundation of biological fact. The claims aren't just wishful thinking. They're supported by a huge body of evidence pointing to specific compounds in the tea that have a real, protective effect on the body. To understand this, we need to look at 3 scientific truths about how green tea interacts with the aging process. Truth number 1. The antioxidant defense system. First, we have to understand the main villain in the story of aging, oxidative stress. Think of your cells as tiny, busy factories, As they work to produce energy, they create a type of pollution called free radicals. These are unstable molecules that ricochet around, damaging everything they touch: your cell walls, vital proteins, and even your DNA. This constant, low-level damage is oxidative stress. It's essentially a slow, rusting process from the inside out, and it shows up on the outside as wrinkles, inflammation, and an increased risk for disease. Things like sun exposure, pollution, and a poor diet dramatically increase this rusting. This is where green tea comes in. It is packed with powerful compounds called polyphenols, which are master antioxidants. Their job is to find and neutralize free radicals before they can cause harm. The most powerful of these is called epiglycogen 3-gallate, or EGCG. It's the superstar of green tea. EGCG is exceptionally good at calming these chaotic molecules down, stopping their rampage. The link to skin aging is direct. UV radiation from the sun is a primary cause of photoaging, the wrinkles and loss of firmness from sun exposure. Numerous studies show that consuming green tea helps protect the skin from this UV damage from the inside out. It's not a substitute for sunscreen, but it acts as a crucial second line of defense. In clinical trials, people who consume green tea show less skin redness and inflammation after UV exposure. Lab studies have even shown EGCG can reduce the DNA damage in skin cells caused by UV rays. So when people say their skin looks healthier, this is the mechanism. They are literally shielding their skin cells from damage with every cup. Truth number 2. Rebuilding your skin's foundation of oxidative stress is the external attack. The other half of skin aging is the breakdown of its internal structure. A youthful face is supported by a dense network of collagen for firmness and elastin for bounce. As we age, our body produces enzymes, particularly matrix metalloproteinase, that act like tiny molecular scissors, snipping away at our collagen and elastin. The result is what we see as wrinkles and sagging skin. Here, the science gets exciting. Research shows that the EGCG in green tea fights this in 2 ways. First, it inhibits the activity of those scissor-wielding MMPs that degrade your existing collagen. Studies show it helps preserve the crucial support structure you already have. But it's not just about defense. A growing body of research shows that green tea polyphenols can also stimulate the skin cells responsible for producing new collagen and elastin. Studies have found that supplementation can lead to a measurable increase in the density of collagen and elastin fibers in the skin. This dual action, protecting what you have and helping to build more, is a powerful combination for maintaining a more youthful skin structure. It's the biological reality behind the stories of smoother, firmer skin. Truth number 3. A deeper, system-wide benefit. While the effects on skin are what people notice first, the real power of green tea is that its benefits are more than skin deep. Aging affects every organ, and green tea's protective effects extend to our most vital systems, especially the brain. The brain uses a lot of energy, which creates high levels of oxidative stress. This, along with inflammation, is a key driver of age-related cognitive decline and neurodegenerative diseases. The good news is that green tea's catechins, like EGCG, can cross the blood-brain barrier. They get into the brain to perform their antioxidant and anti-inflammatory duties, right where it matters most. The research here is compelling. Multiple studies have shown EGCG can interfere with the formation of the amyloid beta plaques that are a hallmark of Alzheimer's disease, and very recent research has found a significant link between higher green tea consumption and fewer white matter lesions in the brain. Damage that is a known risk factor for dementia. While it's not a cure, the evidence points toward a long-term protective effect, reducing the risk of cognitive decline as we get older. And the benefits don't stop there. Green tea is consistently linked to better cardiovascular health by helping to lower bad cholesterol and blood pressure. At the deepest level, some preclinical research suggests that EGCG in green tea may have senolytic properties, meaning it helps the body clear out old, dysfunctional zombie cells that contribute to aging and inflammation. While this is still emerging science, it points to how green tea helps your body maintain health from the ground up. The most fundamental form of healthy aging there is dots, so we have the incredible personal stories, and we have the hard scientific evidence. How do we reconcile the two? The verdict is that both the story and the science are telling the truth, but they are different parts of a larger picture. The gap between them is filled by the mind. First, the placebo effect is real and powerful. As I said before, it is not just in your head. Belief is a powerful driver of how we feel. When you start a healthy ritual with a positive expectation, your brain can release neurochemicals that genuinely improve your mood and energy. This positive feeling is often amplified because the tea is part of a larger lifestyle shift toward better health. This helps explain why the stories often sound so miraculous. The dramatic claims of looking 20 years younger in a few months are almost certainly the result of this powerful combination of real, subtle biological effects magnified by the placebo phenomenon and healthier habits. The science provides the crucial foundation of truth. It confirms there is a real mechanism at work. The benefits, however, are more about slowing the rate of aging and fortifying your body's defenses than about reversing age in the way the stories might imply. So, can one tea reverse aging? The honest, scientific answer is no. The fountain of youth remains a myth. But the good news is this: the evidence is overwhelming that a consistent habit of drinking green tea is one of the most powerful, evidence-backed tools you can use to help you age more slowly and more healthily. It protects your body from the DNA in your cells all the way to the neural networks in your brain. The story might be an exaggeration, but the science is an undeniable reality. Before we cover the final, practical steps on how to actually prepare your tea to get these benefits, if you're finding this evidence-based approach helpful, please take a second to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. We separate health hype from reality every single week, and I'd love to have you as part of our community. Now that we've established the science is real, the final piece is making sure you're actually getting these benefits in your cup. How you prepare your tea matters, and doing it wrong can destroy the very compounds you want. Here is your simple, science-backed guide. First, water temperature. This is the most common mistake. Pouring boiling water on green tea leaves can destroy the delicate catechins like EGCG and also makes the tea bitter. The optimal temperature is around 80 C to 85 C. The easiest way to do this is to boil your water, then let it cool for 2 to 3 minutes before pouring. Second, steeping. Time. You need to steep for at least 3 to 5 minutes to extract a good amount of the catechins. If you don't mind a stronger, more bitter flavor, you can even go up to 10 minutes to maximize the EGCG content. Third, add a squeeze of lemon. Research has shown that the vitamin C in citrus juice can increase the amount of catechins your body is able to absorb by up to 5 times, making them more available for your body to use. Fourth, avoid adding dairy milk. The casein proteins in milk can bind to the polyphenols, which may prevent your body from absorbing them properly. If you need a creamy taste, a splash of a non-dairy milk is a better choice. Finally, a quick but important word on safety. For most people, drinking a few cups of green tea a day is perfectly safe. The concerns you may have heard about liver toxicity are primarily linked to very high-dose green tea extract supplements, not the brewed tea itself. Those concentrated supplements can deliver a massive dose of EGCG that, in rare cases, can stress the liver, especially if taken on an empty stomach. But enjoying green tea as a beverage is considered very safe. By following these simple steps, you can ensure you are unlocking the full, science-backed, health-promoting potential from every cup. We started with a simple question: can one tea turn back the clock? We looked at the hopeful stories and the hard science, and the final verdict, while not a miracle, is incredibly hopeful. The sensational stories of dramatic age reversal are mostly just that, stories, shaped by belief and the placebo effect. But the science is real and robust. It confirms that a daily habit of drinking green tea gives your body an arsenal of compounds that help slow the aging process at a cellular level, protecting your skin, your heart, and your brain. Ultimately, the real power is not in a single miracle cure, but in the consistent, daily practice of giving your body what it needs to defend itself. In a world of expensive and unproven anti-aging promises, green tea is one of the most accessible, affordable, and evidence-backed tools we have. The story is what captures our imagination, but the science is what can truly empower our health. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you made green tea a part of your routine? What benefits have you noticed? Share your experience in the comments below. Thank you for watching.